Hello and welcome to this week's episode of SBXIV, the podcast about Final Fantasy XIV, I think it is.
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
You paused and I got confused there for a second.
Well, I was going to come up with something witty and then I'm like, oh, my head
I'm
hurts.
going to come up with, oh, no, fuck this. That's effort.
Yeah, it's effort. This episode is episode 135, otherwise known as Season 3, Episode 14, recorded on October 29th, 2015. A few days later than we anticipated, but real life gets in the way sometimes, so whatever. If you were hoping to have caught a live-ish thing of SBR, that is being pushed back. Of course, people are gonna probably hear this way too late. It'll be, I think we're still debating between a Saturday and a Sunday. What are those 2 days? It'll work.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. Yeah. At least this is not another awkward intro as it was last week. That was...
Those are the best
Awkward.
ones, though.
Is it?
People liked it.
I know, really? Because I was thinking like, oh.
Yeah, our buddy Rob was like, it was an awkward intro. It was so good.
No, it wasn't.
You were
crying.
like, hi, I'm alone now, and yeah, we fucked up.
Well, I fucked up, and what you know what made me happy was after it was done, and I finished the recording. I was just tying up some stuff, and then all of a sudden comes Joe, Jeff, and Oro. What were you guys singing? Bohemian Rhapsody?
Oh, dear Lord,
yes.
I think that was what was happening, and that didn't
We were
make it
too
into
slow, though. We were too
yeah,
slow.
you guys were too slow. It didn't make it into the recording. Thankfully, I think
You guys
someone
fucked up.
We'll catch
Whatever.
ya.
Anyways, if you're wondering who the voices, disembodied voices are, I am Calera. We have Orphan. He doesn't want to say hi.
Hello.
Oh, okay. There, he said hi. Cerician.
Bro!
And we have Joe.
Hola.
Jeff couldn't make it. I believe he is doing some work stuff. It sucks. Anyway.
Work is the worst.
It is the worst. If you're wondering what we're going to be talking about, we're going to be talking about mostly the live letter from the producer that was aired on October 25th. Like what, 3:30 a.m. Pacific time?
I don't know, I watched it at 12 the next day because I'm a lazy ass.
Yeah, it was like 3 a.m., 3:30 a.m.
Well, I could not really watch it. My internet was down, and it has been down until yesterday. And so I was getting the play-by-play by you guys online. I'm like, oh, so this is what's going on, and this is what's going on. I still have not had a chance to watch it because once my internet came on, I think, talked to my free company, and then we just went and did Alexander Savage Mode. We decided to go ahead and get our feet wet into that. That was a lot of fun. Can't wait to
If fun means dying, then yes. A lot of fun.
Yeah.
I enjoyed myself.
A lot of dying.
It was especially very memorable when Siri and who are our two healers, Siri and Riz?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When they stood in the path of the laser and they both got lasered at the same time. And
Oh, that was good.
And they were both dead. I was like, that was pretty awesome. They died.
You're like, haha, scrubs.
I was watching when I was standing on the sides, and I guess in the middle of things that the tanks, I guess, didn't position them right, because then all of a sudden I see lasers going right down the middle where our friend New was at, and I'm like, holy shit, and I could hear him going, oh my gosh, why'd you do that? Like,
I remember someone deciding to take it easy during the fight. I guess they thought,
Oh yeah, just getting locked out.
Yeah, I guess they thought we could handle it
dude,
without
because
them.
no one decided to like, hey, we're gonna start now. Is everyone ready? Just like start. And then I alt tab back. I'm like, what the fuck? You guys started. I didn't hear anything.
Well, we didn't make it. We died. We needed you. You weren't there.
Well, you should have said something.
Abandonment.
How are you gonna make it up to us?
By killing you again.
Okay. Works for me.
Fair enough?
Sure.
Yeah. Anyways, let's get back on to topic. We're going to be talking about patch 3.1, which was most of what was on the live letter from the producer. If you're wondering about the drop date, it apparently will be November 10th. I was hoping for November 3rd, but I'll take the 10th.
I don't know how to feel about that, honestly. I'm out of town that weekend, so I don't get as much time with the packs as I wanted to in the beginning. But
really?
Whatever. Yeah, I'm leaving for Vegas that weekend.
Oh. Well, that's too bad. I guess I'll be having to drag other people with me.
Yeah, you guys go do that. I'll be drunk.
Fair.
Lots of snaps and pictures.
I'm hoping you're going to go visit Bacchanal again.
Already on the list.
Secret Pizza on the list?
That place is so good.
I know we're going to do the Gordon Ramsay Steakhouse because we want to have the stupid, expensive steak because we're dumb.
Are you going to get the Wellington?
No, fuck that. We're going for the Kobe beef.
Fuck,
but the Wellington's his signature dish.
I want to go to the Gordon Ramsay Steakhouse.
Then come on down. Come to Vegas. Let's go.
Can't. I hate Vegas. Vegas sucks.
It does.
It's not the best, but whatever.
Yeah.
I'll make it work.
Anyway, going on. You can expect some new Beastmen tribe quests. The Vanu Vanu is the first one. I'm so excited because we get their dance.
Do we?
Well, people have been asking for the dance.
It looks like it is.
And I'm sure we're going to get that as a reward. I know one of the other rewards is I think a paisa, because people have heard. I don't get the appeal of the paisa. Can someone tell me?
Me neither. I don't either.
It's creepy. That's why. Isn't that enough for you?
No,
Space
it's scary.
paisa.
It's fucking
Blasting
scary.
Off into space.
I'm like
eyes staring into your soul.
When I saw the mount, I think it was the mount because on the video they were showing several things. And I'm like,
the Sanua?
No, not the Sanua. The Sanua's mount? Fine.
No,
I think they're talking about there's a paisa mount.
There's not a paisa mount. There was a Sanua mount that's going to be tied to the.
But then maybe it was a paisa minion.
There is a paisa minion. Yes.
Did you see Oro melt?
Yeah, the Oro mount, the snake. You know, he shoots tornadoes and stuff.
Oh, that one.
The Sanua.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
The one from Bismarck.
One named after him.
The Wakion.
That's pretty cool.
No, I hate that thing. I you know what? I'm gonna get that mount and then I'm gonna find a fire and I'm gonna toss it in there ha! You died, motherfucker.
It's not even possible in the game. You can't even do that.
Well then I'll set your
You can
computer
drop
on
the
fire.
item before you use it.
Yeah.
Drop the item
you should get it and
it.
then just destroy it. That's what I did with the Cloud Strife gear.
But
is that what you really did?
Fuck yeah, I did. I got it in the mail and then destroyed it on the spot.
Well, you can always go and buy it again, right? From the
if I really wanted to, but why would I want to? I'm sorry, I have a small hatred of 7.
I only kept it in case I might need the pants or the shoes, trying to coordinate some kind of glamour outfit.
The pants are nice because there's the baggy.
Yeah, they're kind of baggy pants. If I were a man, I totally wear it. Depending on what kind of look I'm going for. Yeah, I'd wear it on my girl too. But yeah, I know. Yeah, they were talking about the dance, and so I'm pretty sure it's going to be a reward for the Vanu Vanu, that paisa, and then the Sanua mount.
I'm just glad there's actually use of the daily stuff now.
Yes.
Paisa is so cute. Cute little paisa.
It ain't cute at all. What I'm more excited about is the level adjustment feature. Monster strength will be adjusted according to the level of the quest. Rewards can only be received with the job you accepted the quest with, which, come on, that makes sense, but I'm more interested in the monster strength. So
I'm really curious how this is going to work out, honestly. I'm looking forward to seeing how this plays out when we actually have our hands on it.
Yeah.
Because if you have some level 15 quest and you do it on a level 30 or something, you're not getting very much experience. Is it going to scale somehow?
I hope it does, because that's what I'm kind of doing on some of my other jobs, doing Beastman quests when I remember. Just like, oh, I can use this on my summoner or my ninja and
I was
level
doing
it
the
up.
same thing.
Yeah.
Oh my god, thank you for saying that. I've been leveling my Astro and I haven't been doing the Beast Manager quests. I need to go do those.
Yeah.
Yes! Free XP!
Because you can do them at
Free
what,
XP is
42 or
always great.
something?
What was that?
The Beastman quests open up like at 42 or something like
Yeah,
that, right?
they open up at 42. So I mean, it's easy EXP. There should be no reason why not to. I mean, if you haven't done them, just go ahead and do them. Why not? The requirements to undertake Thok As Thok. Is that how you pronounce it? Thok. 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 That sounds like fuck.
That's a swear word. Stop
That sounds
swearing.
Klingon.
Really?
It does sound like a Klingon.
So then
language
how
word.
do you say it in Klingon?
Fuck if I know. My Klingon's really rusty.
I thought you guys were geeks.
I am, but my Klingon, I guess, vocabulary is pretty small. Thank God for that.
So then should I like be like Thok As Thok?
No. Let's be some Gak. Gak is good.
Thok
Gak.
Thok
Kapla.
Thok As Thok.
Do you guys want some tissue? Or a spittoon? I mean, what are you doing?
I'm trying to
We're
sound
being
make it-
Klingon.
Well, it's either
don't have
Klingon
bat
or
lists, though.
German. I mean, like that.
No, German's awesome.
Yeah,
You stop
see,
that.
German's awesome, but I mean, I don't know what a German sounds like, so I'm thinking Thok Thok.
No,
It-
pretty sure that's not what a German sounds like.
Okay, well, what does a German sound like?
The hard CH can sound like that at times, but it's not that bad.
So talk?
No.
What?
Eine Biber! Zwei Biber!
What does that mean?
Okay, so when we were in Barcelona, we ended up at this small German restaurant, and they were showing a German match for a Euro Cup. And what the guy was doing is everything he said was in German, but he had a Spanish accent, and he would give Spanish word the German twist. So una beber is like a drink.
Uh-huh.
So eine, one German. Instead of beber, he said biba, as if it was German. And the cooks all kind of looked at him. He went, Zwei Biber! 2 beers. It was the craziest bullshit we've ever been to, and it was awesome.
Nice. Okay, so going on. Originally, you need to clear the Limitless Blue Extreme first, so that whole fighting the whale thing. But it will be possible to challenge this battle without clearing it. So you can just jump straight into it, not having to worry about doing fucking Bismarck. I hate Bismarck. I hate Bismarck. Normal. Certain portions of the Aether Current quest will be changed so that they can be obtained by progressing through the main scenario quest line, which thankfully will be now available to my future alt character when I get to doing stuff.
Yeah, I didn't like how some of them were locked behind like a 5-part side quest. I was like, fuck.
That would be really annoying. It was just like, well, is it there yet? Is it there? I gotta wait longer.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's much more streamlined this way. I mean, you're going to do the story quests anyway. It's not.
Yeah.
What the downside with it, if you play like a tank or a healer, and you already have that kind of ability to hop in a dungeon just level crazily, then
Mhm.
you're burning those quests that you could be using on DPS classes later for no
Yeah.
reason.
Mm-hmm.
Moving on to exploratory missions, there will be no restriction on entering. Well, you can remain. Well, there is going to be kinda. I'll get more into that. You can remain in an area for a max of 90 minutes. There's going to be a 2-hour cooldown from when you first enter. This includes the initial 90 minutes. So if you stay the whole 90 minutes, you would have 30 minutes to wait before attempting again, which is time to go bathroom, get a drink, go to the bathroom again.
Well, did you know they also did say that if people complain enough, they'll get rid of that 30-minute wait.
Oh, nice. I like
So there's a 99.9% chance that people are going to complain and they're just going to remove that.
that. That is true. That is true. But I mean, 30 minutes doesn't seem bad, and it's kind of like a nice break. You can be like, oh, well, I can go pee now, or I can go look at, I don't know, what do guys do in that 30 minutes.
You can run like 3 miles.
Okay. Anything else?
Okay, crazy man.
Like
I could run 3 miles. Fuck that. That's effort.
Oh, I should do that. Just do this and then run 3 miles and come back and then do it again.
See, I should do that. I'm not going to do that because I'm a lazy fuck.
Then,
I earned
Siri,
the circular shape.
what would you do in 30 minutes?
Expert. Sleep.
You know what? Actually, this is actually really perfect
Fap?
for me because when Street Fighter comes out, I can play 30 minutes of Street Fighter between them.
Oh, yeah,
Because they're adding.
Smart man.
Side note, they're adding daily quests to that. They announced that daily quest for Street Fighter.
Yeah.
So there you go. Do Street Fighter, and I can probably find something else to do. Other parties may already be on the islands you're exploring. Content will be similar to Fate's. So that means if you see a mob, you can participate in it, but I think more points will go to the person who has dealt the most enmity to it.
No, it's not
damage.
enmity, it's damage.
It's going to be damage.
Damage,
So
okay.
the way it's going to work is that you get the most points from tagging it initially, so there's going to be some camping a little bit.
Mhm.
Then from there, it's a damage scaling. The more damage your group does to it, the higher you're ranked within that scoring.
Okay.
And the island will hold, I think it's 9 parties in total.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
so
9
that
parties.
is 9 times, it's 72. Which is basically a frontlines thing.
Okay.
So yeah, it'd be three alliances if you have
Yeah.
that many people and that many ships.
That's not so bad.
Yeah, so the ships allow you to bring in 8 people. If you have 3 ships, then you can bring in a full alliance from your own FC, or people who are willing to come with you as long as 2 members of your own FC are willing to come. I think it's per ship.
Well, no. So if it's like, they actually explained it on the form, and I have to go load it up if I can.
Yeah, please. That part I kind of lost it on. I know they said that you needed at least 2 members. I took it per ship, but if it's only 2 FE members, period, that's fantastic. Because basically the way it's set up is you can only access the hard mode version of the islands if you are in an FC that has a level 50 ship to bring you there. If you are not in an FC that has that, then you can only access it via Ishgard, and you get the easy and normal mode. Now, for smaller FCs that can't field the full 24 group of people, but no other people that can't access it, you can bring them along with you to pad your numbers and then go tackle the hard content together. So it's not only FC content, it's community content, which is really nice.
It is.
Do you think? Oh, sorry.
Okay,
Go ahead.
let me go ahead and read this post by the person on the forums, Zexos, whatever. It was posted on yesterday. Sorry, what?
Hey, Normie, I'm sorry.
Okay, anyways, so it says, greetings. In order to participate in the exploratory missions through the free company route from the workshop, the party leader must be from that free company. However, other members in the party can be from outside the free company. Therefore, when flying with 1 airship, you'll need at least 1 free company member. And when flying with 3 airships, you'll need at least 3 free company members. So it's just, as long as a party leader is from that same free company,
that's what it is. Okay.
7 other people can be from another free company.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. So I think that is really awesome. It means, it means that if you're short people, you can invite other people to go with you, or even if you just have an extra ship and you're like, hey, you want to come? They can go with you. It'd be awesome.
So what is the purpose of doing these islands?
What is the purpose of doing these islands? Well, they've said before that you can get particular gear from that, the gear that will have varying stats on it. The other thing is that the islands themselves will have nodes, gathering nodes, and items from there that only come from those islands. And so if you're looking for a particular crafting item, if you go to these islands, then you'll be able to gather them. It's kind of like the exploratory missions that you send your airship out on, on its own.
But now we get to go with it.
Yeah, but now, yes, we get to go with it, and we get to get those items versus it being automated and the airship being like kind of like a rover, the Mars rover, collecting things for us and bringing it back.
And do we know what item level is going to be dropping from this area?
I know they announced it before, but I can't remember it off the top of my head.
I believe it's also scaled based on the level of because there was like they said it was like easy, hard, medium, hard. Like you can
Yes.
choose like the
Yes.
tier of the island, so the gear will scale based off of that, and that's based off of the level of the airships.
No. So that means that if you have a your airship needs to be at the minimum, I think it was rank 10 or something, level 10, and then that's easy. Then the next tier would be somewhere in the
35.
middle of that, and of course the hardest rank would be 50,
50.
which is the end rank that you can get on your airships.
And there's supposed to be theoretically notorious monsters, correct?
Yes.
They say S rank difficulty.
Yes.
Did they say it started at S rank difficulty?
They say like the trash mobs are like A's.
I think so. Yeah.
Cool.
But I can't remember everything. But so going on reading it, you must have a rank 10 free company in order to depart on an easy mission. For a hard level mission, you'll need to have discovered the island previously on an exploratory voyage. So you can't just be like, oh, I'm going here. Your airship needs to have basically uncovered the map if you want to reach different areas. And that includes all airships. So if you have a second airship or a third airship, those airships need to have uncovered those areas. In particular, if you're looking to do more than an 8-man free company event and you're sending out 2 or 3 airships at the same place. Like Joe said, there will be easy, normal, hard modes. Only free company airships will be able to challenge the hard mode. Maps will be the same, but monsters will change in difficulty. So
Flying will be active here.
Flying will be active here.
The important thing is that you will need to attune every time you get into the new instance.
Mm-hmm.
They say the attunement process should only take like 10 or so minutes. Nothing huge.
Oh, that's not so bad.
Yeah, it actually doesn't sound too bad at all.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's also cool that you can change your class up there.
Oh,
I think that's what they said. So like if a node pops or if we run across a node, so we can switch to like their gatherer and be able to like access it.
But they also warned against people staying in their gatherer because in 1.0 that was a really big thing, where you can progress through the game as a disciple of hand or land. But Yoshida was saying you can do that, but it's probably not going to be a good idea because then that means you're fucking over the rest of your party by choosing to stay in a class like that to gather when the rest of your party is engaging in battle.
Unless the party is like protecting that person while he's gathering and they're killing.
But if the mobs are
truly S rank,
yeah, we're gonna need everybody.
You're gonna need everybody. Yeah. At the minimum, you're gonna need two people, so yourself and one other person to go onto an airship. I'm kind of sad about this, but I guess it makes sense. 8 max on an airship. I mean, it is a small thingy.
Which makes sense. I mean, if you broke it down by a party, you bring an entire full party.
Yeah.
So each airship brings a full party. So you can create an alliance on your own and then bring all 24 of you via your 3 free company airships.
Yeah.
Now, they didn't say anything about being able to make alliances with less than 3 parties and less than full 8 on each party, right?
No.
What do you mean?
Well,
like you can't have like a party of 4, and a party of 4, and then make an alliance.
Yeah, they have not announced anything of the sort. I mean, I know that personally was something that I was hoping for, was to like maybe make a full party of 8 and then have like maybe 4 extra or 6 extra on another party and alliance with them, similar to how you are able to do in like Final Fantasy XI or any other MMORPG, sorry. But it doesn't seem like that's going to be the case for this as of now. It could change in the future.
But then that does encourage picking up other people who would like to come along, because then if you have 3 airships but 9 of people, you can still make an alliance by getting pugs for
it.
Exactly.
Yes, that's true. Which is good. I mean, because not every free company has a lot of people, and Not
And
everyone.
not every free company has all these airships.
Yeah, and
Or they're all on at the same time.
Yeah, that's
Or
another
a
thing.
house.
Yeah, or they may not just be interested in doing that kind of content. And if you're really interested in doing it, you might need to go and find some other people.
Do you think people are going to charge and be like, we have a level 50?
Fucking guarantee it.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they would. I mean, it makes sense, especially if you have if they're wanting to get particular items. Say like you're a solo player and you want some items for crafting that you can only get in those areas. If I were someone who is wanting to get some bank off of this, yeah, I would charge. I'm not really interested in that though, so I have no interest in charging people to go on my airship, to go to an island, to go gathering items. It just seems kind of it's really something that if I'm going to do, I may as well do it with my free company, for my free company, and let them benefit from that.
Yeah, I can already see the party finders up, willing to sell spot for a floating island,
Oh, yeah.
500k a run, if not more.
Yeah.
Package deals available, PST.
Well, they also said that you can choose the loot rules, and I think only if you're in a free company. If you're not in a free company, it's greed all.
Auto greed everything, which is smart if you're going to do it that way.
Yeah.
Because then at least the people who are eventually going to have to pay for this at least have a shot.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, they won't just get fucked over. Yeah, with like a loot master thing.
Yeah. Anyways, final thing, you can trade unwanted equipment rewards for points, similar to how you can trade in all that useless law gear to your grand company person for points to get more ventures or scrolls or coke.
So
Lots
much coke.
of coke.
All of the coke.
All the coke. These points can be spent on new flying mounts, materials necessary for new crafting recipes, red script materials, shards, material, and more. You can also just desynthesize the equipment. So if you're looking to level that up, go ahead. Desynth away.
Actually, there is one more thing I do want to bring up about this.
Go ahead.
Fucking dinosaurs!
Oh my gosh, when I saw the dinosaur, I screamed. I'm like, yeah, dinosaurs!
I looked at him, it's a brachiosaur!
Yep.
It's so fucking big!
Hey, he was buff in 6.
Dude, he was hella buff in 6.
He was hella buff.
And I'm looking at it going, oh god, that thing is, like, you don't even make it up to the top of its foot or something like that. Like, its ankle? What the shit? That's huge!
Yeah, he's fucking enormous.
A really giant Tyrannosaurus Rex.
I know, me too. That'd be so hot.
Oh my gosh. I'm
But if you
like,
get
honestly,
Brachiosaur mount,
out of the entire trailer, that's where I marked out. I was like, it's a fucking dinosaur!
would you piss your pants a little if it was a Tyrannosaurus like S rank that just came
Nah.
chomping down?
With his tiny little hands.
Oh my gosh.
Baby hands.
this is gonna be fun. It's gonna be really fun.
Yeah, no, I'm looking for it. This is like a shit ton of fun. And the fact that it's not like a daily lockout is fantastic.
Yeah.
It gives you something to do.
You have something to do all the time. Like, hey, what's everybody's capped, or nobody wants to do Alex. Everybody did their shit. Like, hey, you guys want to go
run
explore?
around through it?
Yeah. And I mean, yeah, that's what I love the most. Is just that and especially if you have more than 8 people wanting to go and all your airships are ranked and they have the areas cleared, you can be like, hey, let's go ahead and take 2 airships out and let's go have some fun. And that's great because you don't have to be like, well, sorry,
we already have our tanks, or we have our
we already have our 8. We're good. You can bring 12.
Yeah.
It's totally okay.
Mm-hmm.
And for the smaller FCs, kind of like ours, that's actually works fantastically.
Mm-hmm.
Because we never have 24 on at one time.
No.
Nope.
But we do have more than 8 on at a time.
Yep, all the time.
And then it's like, well, then how do you choose? It's like everyone wants to do it, but then you can only choose 8 people.
Well, the easiest way to
7
do
other
it,
people.
honestly, is Siri goes to everything because fuck everybody else, and then roll random dice from there. That's just how it goes.
Well, what about me?
I'm guaranteed my spot. You're your answer.
No,
You
I'm
roll
I'm
dice.
I'm the leader, so I should be having my spot.
But your internet has been pooped recently, so
But
here it
it's
goes.
not poop anymore.
Touche.
Yeah, see, I'm here. I'm doing the podcast. What now? What now?
Well,
Only
now
the
we have to
coolest guy
revisit these
should
rules.
go, and that would be me, obviously. So.
Okay, no, we have to battle
No.
that.
Nope.
Wait, I got it. People who look like ancient warlords should be the only person who goes. So Joe, you win.
So me.
Yeah, you go. Yeah.
Are you gonna shave your beard?
Eventually.
Okay, let's go on. We're gonna go to housing. So this is probably something that Oro is gonna like. Housing sharing feature: players can share the house for up to 3 other players. Players can accept up to 2 housing share invitations. So I guess now you need to go and get the money so that we can go and do the wedding, Oro.
What about my swinging bachelor pad?
No, the house is right now under my name, so you can't get access unless I give you access.
No, but I mean, I have a swinging bachelor pad.
Where?
In the free company house. It's a room. It's just got a chair in there.
You can
For
keep
lap
that if you
dances.
want. It's ugly anyway.
Wow, really? Really?
Yeah, really. It's ugly.
I didn't want to be in your dumb house anyway.
So do we know if this ability is going to allow us to reset the timer on personal housing for that
I think
reclamation
they
project?
said no.
Oh, that's not good.
I think they said no. If I remember correctly, I said it still has to. I remember them saying something. It might be only the owner.
But you know,
But I
that
could be
makes
wrong.
sense. To be quite honest, that makes sense because that is the owner and it's just like a guest list and you're like, okay, well, you can do this, you can do that, but you don't own the house. Kind of like a link shell or a free company.
True. I mean, if at a free company, technically only Lear owns it.
Yeah.
So I was hoping it would be extended the same privilege. I mean, if you can't, whatever, that's fine.
Mhm.
Just it would have been nice to have that kind of, hey, I need to be gone for a month and a half. Can you do this for me?
Yeah, that would have been nice. We talked a lot about the 45-day and the 35-day and the 80%. So if you're curious about that, I think you should listen to our previous episode because we covered that quite extensively, and I really don't want to cover it again because that hurt my head after a while. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that was a thing.
That was a thing. It was a thing.
Totes.
So automatic retention or reclamation after 45 days is a result of testing based on player data. So I guess they looked at the data, said like, oh, well, sometimes they come back after a month. So 45 days is a good day, I guess. I don't know how that works.
Did
Is
we
there
ever
any-
look at what the time frame was after the patch drop?
For
For when that 45-day timer is?
Christmas.
Are you fucking kidding me?
seriously?
I don't know. It's pretty close.
Wait, we need to look at this up. Is it actually Christmas? That's actually fucking hilarious. Hang on.
That would be
Actually, I
pretty
think it
funny.
is Christmas because it's 20 days to the first, and then 25 days.
Oh my god. Oh my god. That's great.
Why? What? But that's Christmas, you guys.
Merry Christmas. Go buy your house because some asshole got evicted. That's great.
Dude, but someone got fucking evicted.
Because they weren't here to play.
But
Yeah,
it's
right?
Christmas.
Isn't that what we decided? That it was cool because they weren't here to play? Isn't that what we talked about?
Yes,
Isn't
that's what we
that what we agreed as a group, even though I begrudgingly said no?
Yes.
Yeah, so Merry Christmas to you fuckers.
You know what just
You're
popped in
ruining
my head?
lives. All of you.
Do you remember in Home Alone, the movie he would watch with the gangster?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Merry
like-
Christmas, you fucking animal.
Exactly. That's just popped into my head.
So, if you guys had the money, would you buy a house on Christmas Day?
Nope.
Nope.
One, I
It
know
depends
I
on
won't
the
have the money.
price.
I don't even own a
no.
room.
Actually, no, because we'll get to it. Well, did we talk about the relic? They talked about the animus weapon.
We haven't gotten that far yet.
Okay, yeah, we haven't got there yet.
We haven't gotten that far yet. You know what? Why don't we go ahead and jump to that? Go ahead and let's talk about the animus weapon. Joe, you lead that because I have no idea about weapons. Weapons are like, they're things, but they're not my things. Never mind.
I was this part of the live later got me really excited because I was in a dilemma because they said that you can use your Zeta if you have a completed Zeta, you can use that to skip whatever phase for the next relic quest, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But then I switched mains, so I'm like, fuck, and I switched to one of the new classes that don't have Zeta weapons.
Oh.
So I was in the point where it's like, okay, do I start the new relic? Now it's known as the anima. They actually said it was called the anima weapon. So would I start an anima weapon from scratch, or do I continue with my monk who's not my main because I have a skip? They said that you can use any old Zeta to start for a new weapon.
That is correct.
So I can use my monk Zeta to skip a phase for my Dark Knight anima.
Oh, that's nice.
And that's another reason why I'll probably save my money, because we don't know what you'll need to upgrade if it's like buying more materia and all that crap too.
Oh yeah, especially.
Well, I mean, the first step should be. They mentioned it was going to be relatively easy. I don't think it's going to be the materia step yet. Mm-hmm. And even if you pay attention to the framework for the other relic, the Zodiac weapon,
it's killing stuff.
Yeah, it was killing stuff. It was doing menial tasks to obtain the relic, and then every step from there got progressively more frustrating. Books, and then materia, and then Mahatma, and then lights again.
Especially when what?
I already forgot.
You already forgot.
I already forgot.
Okay.
They also mentioned that they are again raising light values, and 100% drops on the one, the phase, the Zodiac phase,
yes,
where you have to get the stupid RNG. Oh my god, there are 100% drops now.
Oh,
so basically, the Zodiac weapons now have become glamour because every step you unlock, you can always go back to the Calamity Reclaimer and go get your weapon again, no matter what stage you are at. So this was made 100% drop, so you can go back. You can undersize lights now. For level 50 dungeons, you're going to get light for that as of 3.1. So now it's basically, this is easy mode for glamour, because like we talked about recently, if you take that weapon into current content, you're going to get crushed. So this is how they ease that up. And it's not a necessity, and even Yoshi P said, if you are not at a position where you're unlocking your Zeta for lights, don't bother doing it. Just do the anima quest, because it's going to be faster.
That's good, because I never even bothered with it in the first place. I leveled it up a little bit, and I got to the part where you had to start doing the books, and I was like,
same.
I've had enough.
Fucking them out.
I'm done.
So I think that's great, and so it's a win-win for everybody. People who were like, fuck, I put all this time and money and blah 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 into my Zeta, it's a useless weapon, da 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 da. Now it's like, well, you get a little head start. And the people who didn't, they're not like, fuck, now I have to go back and do this. They're just like, all right, well, I'm a little bit behind, but it's not worth it to just finish it up unless I'm already on your Zodiac phase.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how. And here's the worst part: it doesn't come in at 3.1.
That was 3.2, right?
At 3.15.
Oh, gotcha.
So
it's good. It's going to be patch drop with all this content we're talking about, and then maybe a hot fix patch, and then you'll get access to the anima weapons, which I think is smart because it allows us to not have to freak out and be like, must get anima, and go forward with that and kind of bypass all this other content they're putting in.
Mm-hmm.
So give us time. Digest what we're doing, and then decide whether we actually want to go forward with this crazy weapon or not. P.S. I'm going to try and do it this time.
I'm going to do it.
I think I'm going to try and do it too.
Someone's going to have to... Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Someone's going to have to, get on my case about doing it. Because I start those things, and I'm like, I want to go and do something else. I want to go watch Princess Bride on Netflix or something.
Well, I figure what's gonna if I do it with other people at the same time they're doing it, I would be motivated to do it.
I agree.
So does that mean we have new event nights now?
That would be cool.
I'm down for it. I think what I'm really, really, really super amped about is the Minstrel's Ballad, Thornton's Reign, is going to be added into 3.1. And the fight they've explained is what they had originally developed for the last fight of Heaven's Ward. And I'm like,
did admit they cut a couple phases.
Yes,
they
did.
wanted to have a phase per night.
Yes,
which would have been 13 total.
It would have been 13 total. Yes.
Yeah, they cut it down to 10.
That would have been awesome.
That would have been fucking cool.
They decided for fatigue, they cut it down to 10.
Yeah,
which is I totally get that. Whatever. And Joe and I were actually talking about this prior to cast. So we were trying to break down like how this is going to be set up. So the way Knights was set up in 7, it was pairs of Knights summoned at a time, correct?
Yes.
So if you do Thornton to start as phase 1, and then 6 pairs of Knights, because there's 12, that puts you at 7 phases. Then it's going to be a limit break attack, which is phase 8, and then kind of some sort of amalgamation of all 13 of them attacking you all together. That's phase 9. And then finally, the Knights go away, and that kind of wild, crazy, oh my god, Thornton's freaking out, last phase as 10. Well, that makes most sense to me if they want to break it down to 10 phases.
That does make sense, but I don't think that every summon in 7-1 was 2. Some of them did solo.
That's correct. The last one was 1, and I think there was 2 in the mid that were 1. So maybe
the helicopter guys.
If they mirror it to 7, if we just go back and watch that video, it shouldn't be too hard to figure out.
Sorry, I'm a Final Fantasy VII nut.
I'm not. Sorry.
Well, I mean, you watch Knights of the Round how many times? Because you Quadra Magic mimic it, right?
Yep.
13 times. And 1.
You set that, you make a sandwich, and you come back, and it's still not done.
The mechanics themselves look really interesting. They mentioned that for those who have cleared or have done like Savage 1 or 2 of Alexander will recognize some of the mechanics. And so I'm like, ooh, I wonder what we're gonna do. I saw chains going around, and I saw lots of lights and flashy things. So I'm like,
well,
ooh.
Think about like the vault and how those knights were kind of like replicated into the the storyline, the Knights of the Round fight.
Yes.
And how they pop limit breaks on you, and then they do all of that kind of stuff, and like the light balls that you have to dodge, and like the void circles and all that stuff. I can imagine they'll start adding those in like as some kind of mechanic to these fight too.
And
this is actually good for me because like normally I'm not really into the Savage in-game stuff, but I really like the Knights of the Round fight, and I'm kind of like eager to try it out, even though normally I wouldn't be.
The other
and the rewards
thing
too.
To take away from that is that they talked about difficulty level, and they said it's going to be difficult on par with approximately Alex Savage 1, and parties that are clearing Savage 1 should have no issue with Thornton. But they said it would be somewhere in that Ravana Savage 1 area. But the key point they said, it's not going to be a DPS check that makes it difficult. And I'm really curious, is it going to be straight up mechanic dance a la Ravana that makes it difficult? Or is it going to be something else?
It would have to be the mechanics. I mean, I can't
Doesn't have to be
anything else. Well, what else would make it difficult?
Healing. Remember we were talking about the different types of tanking? If they implemented that steady stream of damage where basically it's mana management and cooldown management, that could be a difficulty.
We're not going to do that. It's going to be mechanics.
Yeah, well, I'm almost guaranteeing mechanics because you have this many knights, and the fact that if you remember back to Singularity Reactor, it was basically a love song to everything that you've done to this point.
Mm-hmm.
I have a feeling it's going to be very, very heavily mechanics based. Probably some spike damage. Nothing too intense, but there's going to be a lot of debuffs is what I'm expecting.
It's the new, Ultima's Bane.
But they said it's not going to be like it. It's another creation on its own.
Correct, and that's why I'm thinking there's going to be a lot of debuffs. That if you fuck up the mechanic that they were putting out for you, you'll get debuffed, which is going to make your damage output lower, which is going to prolong the fight, which makes it difficult for healers. The whole domino effect.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm thinking.
Either way, I'm looking forward to it. I love that fight, and I really want to see a harder mode of it.
I agree.
Oh, and then, like Joe was saying, theoretically, they said that the weapons that you get from this dungeon are going to help you through Savage.
Oh!
Which is really, really important. Mm-hmm. Because Joe and I were contending, what does that mean these weapons are going to be? Are they going to be 205? Are they going to be 210? Do they dare take it a step further?
215?
But then 215 would be higher than what you can get at Savage.
Oh.
Turn 4 of Savage.
Yeah, so it's got to be like 205, 210.
Mm-hmm.
But then if it's 210, would you even be like motivated to go up to turn 4 in Savage? Because that's the real point of getting it. Because, you know, weapon damage trumps like all stats.
A lot of shit in this game.
That's actually a good point. Like, what could they possibly do with the weapons that would... Because if the weapons are better than what you get in Savage, then no one's going to do Savage anymore.
So maybe 205 is the right magic number.
Yeah, 205 would make sense because they have been doing like the half, you know, not by multiples of 10. They've done like, you know, 115, and even Relics was the Zodiac was 220, 125, or the Zeta was 125, so it went a little bit above like turn 13 Dreadworm weapons.
Yeah, I'm betting on 205 too. That sounds about right.
Another point of discussion is the Lord of Verminion. I know we talked a little bit about it before, but they did more previewing of mostly the music. Oh my gosh, the
Mortal Kombat.
Oh, I'm just imagining little chocobos fighting each other, Mortal Kombat style. It's gonna be great.
I gotta go to the mall and buy myself baseball cap like Ash has, and then I'll start playing
the very best.
Like no one ever was.
Dum 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 dum.
To catch them is my test. To train them is my cause.
Da-na-na.
I will travel across the land, searching far and wide.
Hey, there are structures.
Dum, dum, dum.
There's what?
Structures. So both you and your opponent have 4 types of structures on the playing field: Arcana Stones, Gates, Shields, and Search Eyes. Ooh, that's going to be fun. Each structure plays a particular role over the course of a match. Arcana Stones, there are three of them. They're immobile crystals on the playing field. Shatter all of your enemies' Arcana Stones to claim victory. If a winner is not decided within the time limit, the player with the most remaining Arcana Stones will be declared the winner.
And the time limit was 20 minutes, correct?
Yes.
It's a hefty match. I like that.
I like it. I know. I'm excited. Gates. Gates are used to summon your minions. Returning minions to a gate will restore their HP. Minions can still be summoned from a destroyed gate, but they will be unable to exit the gate area. Conversely, minions outside a destroyed gate will be unable to enter. I need to see this visually to understand. I get it, but I don't.
It honestly sounds like a variation of every RTS ever created, but when you saw it in video, like, it was such a cluster, I didn't know what the fuck was going on. It just looked hype.
You know what they should have done? They should have just made it like League of Legends.
It kind of is, if you think about it.
Yeah, it is kind of like League of Legends. Because
basically, League of Legends is a watered-down version of an RTS, correct?
Is it?
Sorta.
It's an RTS where you basically control one unit the entire time.
Yeah. Well.
So it's kind of the same, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I mean, it's a multiplayer one, so.
I don't think. Yeah. I don't think it's like RTS-y though.
Well, because you're putting out so many minions and you're controlling, as I guess, depending on cost, up to what, 10, 15, and that battlefield was cluttered with them.
Yes.
So how many are you actually controlling at one time? It feels super RTS-y.
But you're not controlling them.
Yeah, but I meant like I don't think League of Legends is RTS-y. I the Vermilion content does look kind of RTSy, but
All I
Yeah.
know is I'm probably not going to play it.
I definitely am.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
Let
play
me
it.
tell you why I won't play it.
Why?
okay, we're listening.
Because I play on controller, and that looks like a bitch to play on controller.
I mean, I play on controller too. I still plan on playing it. So,
And if you
I-
think about it, I don't even like dropping salted earth, the little circle things. And I was watching the trailer, and you have to set like all the range of where they attack and all that. I'm like, oh god, it's just gonna be
oh
pain.
yeah, that is gonna be a pain. But I think I'll get over it and I'll be fine.
Yeah, I have to play. Basically, my wife was considering actually canceling her sub because she's logged in forever. I showed her the trailer and she saw Lords of Dominion. She's like, "I'm not canceling my sub."
Oh
So,
yay!
yeah, that I have to play now. I have no choice.
Tell her just to start playing with us. You won't have a reason. to
That's
cancel.
what I told her, but she's playing Assassin's Creed right now, so no.
Oh, well, darn. Okay, the other one is the shields. The structure adds defensive strength to Arcana Stones. Destroy the enemy shield, and your opponent's Arcana Stones will be more easily shattered. Finally, we have the Search Eyes, which is a really creepy looking eye. It's like Sauron's eye, right? This structure reveals your opponent's minions. If the Search Eye is destroyed, you will only be able to see enemy units that are near your own minions. All structures except for Arcana Stones can be temporarily destroyed. Their various functions will reactivate at full strength after a certain amount of time has passed. So if you decide to just leave it alone, it'll come back and be like, I'm back! And
So that's how they're handling the Fog of War in this, I guess.
yes.
Wait. I wanted to say it like that. I want
I'm
to pop him. That would
Hi,
be
everybody! That's scary. Because I just imagined Chucky coming out from the grave. I'm scared.
great. Well,
I also
maybe you shouldn't
remember
be
them
thinking about
saying-
Chucky.
Yeah, around Halloween,
Yeah?
Chucky.
No Chucky. No Chucky. Is there anything else that people thought was interesting and or worth mentioning before we go on?
They said that bot minions are not going to be as powerful as ones you can get in the game.
Which I'm kind of happy about. Even though I've bought all the minions on the Mog station, I really like the minions that you get having to do the content, and I think that's a good choice.
Yeah, there's like no pay to win for this
Yeah.
content.
There
which is
was
cool.
actually one more thing on top of that. They were talking about how the rarer minions don't necessarily have better stats as well. So it's not just relegated to purchased minions. It's every minion in the game. Just because something's difficult to obtain does not mean it's going to have better stats within Lords of Vermilion.
That's nice. Anything else in the live letter from the producer that is worth mentioning? Oh,
Did we talk about Void Ark?
oh
Yeah, we haven't talked Void Ark at all.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah, how did
my
you
gosh!
forget about Void Ark? That music was fucking outstanding.
Yeah, it was cool.
I actually kind of pissed my pants when I saw the mobs, and I'm like, that they're all scary.
It's
They
like
are-
a Devil May Cry game.
Yeah, the only one that actually scared me was the final one. The
Yeah,
big
that's-
skeleton reaper bug looking thing.
Yeah, but where does Diabolos show up if he's
He
not
might show up in a later one.
right? It's like they
Because
show
we know it's
him,
gonna be
but it's like, what the
multiple
fuck?
Maybe he is the mastermind behind all this.
No, it's Kefka. It's fucking
think-
Kefka.
So is this Allegan stuff or Amdaporian?
Allegan, if I remember correctly.
Because Diabolos was the whole Amdapor stuff.
Yes,
So-
it was.
More lore.
More
I think what's-
lore.
I think what's interesting about it is people were making comparisons to Dynamis from Final Fantasy XI. But to be honest, it doesn't really look like that to me. It looks just kind of more gothic horror-ish.
I thought the Dynamis comparison was more for exploratory missions.
You think so? I thought they mentioned that about the Void Ark stuff too.
I thought that the way they had it set up, that people were like, oh, this is like Dynamis mixed with other 11. I don't fucking know.
Maybe I
play 11.
misunderstood then.
Yeah, because that makes more sense. Because going into Dynamis, you do have objectives you can clear, but you can choose to ignore them and otherwise go for other stuff that would potentially drop the items that you're most in dire need of. Like
AF2.
AF2. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I when I saw it, I was just kind of like, whoa, I'm excited. I'm excited, and I'm also scared. At least there's no clowns.
I'm more excited about the Sky Pirates.
Balthier.
The dude they showed that was hanging out behind that fucking desk that was covered in beer bottles and shit. I love that guy.
And
that
I
guy's
love
my hero.
the portrait that was hanging above him.
I want to know who that is because she's awesome.
She is so pretty, and I'm like, oh, who's that? And who's the man?
Who's that dude, bro?
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of NPCs, that Lalafell with the robe with the ears.
Now, when I saw the NPC, I thought at first it would be a boy, and then I was surprised to hear a girl's voice. So is it a boy or a girl?
Are you talking about the Lalafell?
Yeah.
It's a girl.
Okay, I just had to make sure because
if you listen to the English version, it's definitely a girl.
Oh, because see, I only watched the Japanese version, so I didn't watch the English version. So that's good because I was kind of confused.
I actually really like her English voice.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Apparently, it's a reference to some previous Final Fantasy, but I don't know which one it is, unfortunately. I've heard people talking about it.
Look at it again then.
Was it Final Fantasy 3, the white mage for the female character? I forget the name. They had ears on the white mage robe.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Okay, so that's gonna be. I should go look back at that, but I'm just like, oh, I want to hug her.
Wait. So have we moved on from Void Ark? Are we talking about main scenario?
Yes. Because...
Okay. Why the fuck is Amaric fucking stabbed? Someone explain to me why
I don't
Amaric
like
is
that.
stabbed.
I don't like that.
I don't like that whatsoever. I'm angry pants.
And they brought out a rebuilt shield or a fixed shield for...
Yeah, from Hearthstone. And I was sitting here going, wait, is he gonna die? Wait, are you tugging my heartstrings again? Fuck you guys.
If he dies, I'm canceling my sub.
If he dies, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. Oh my gosh, he better not die.
SE, don't do this to me. Don't do this.
But I think what's more important is, have you guys noticed that a lot of the other things seem kind of off? Like, you look at... Dude, how do you say the fucking dragon's name? Hellsviggar. Yeah, whatever.
Are you guys drunk? What happened?
I am, but whatever.
He's black.
Hurgle-burgle.
Yeah.
He's black. He's not white. And then the shield seemed like it was a different color. And there were just other things that seemed off. And I was kind of like, is this like an alternate reality? Because you also see the Rogadin, who has been featured a lot of times with the Derplander in the introductory, the
Paladin
scenes.
one.
Yeah. So are we looking at an alternate universe? Because that would explain how Derplander, who we see doing all these things that we have done, is now in the story, and he's not just Derplander, he's someone, but we don't know who.
He's the Warrior of Darkness.
He soloed fucking Ravana.
Yeah, he beat the shit out of Ravana.
Well, okay, spoilers.
It's in the fucking trailer we watched.
Spoilers for those who haven't watched the end of 3.0. Yeah, the Warrior of Darkness was shown at the end of the story, and it was Derplander.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
it's fucking crazy.
It just made me wonder, like, is this an alternate reality? I mean, it has to be, right?
It doesn't have to be.
They technically, with the whole story of, there's the lights, the zodiac opposites or whatever. They talked about that. I forget the story. I don't know the exact details. There's like an opposite to each one of the gods.
Yes.
Right?
The zodiac opposing Hylian.
Yeah, exactly. So he is just the opposite, like, of us.
So it's possible he has his own scions.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Maybe Ascians are his scions.
I can see that.
I mean, alternate reality would explain the whole thing, but I'm pretty sure that there's going to be an actual
Story reason.
Well, an alternate reality could still be a story, but I think they're gonna have like explanations that exist within the world of Highland for all this stuff.
Fair.
That's my thinking.
Well, I was thinking like the Hresvelger thing we were talking about. He could be corrupted at this point by someone. That could wipe away the black. The shield thing, it could just be lighting issues. That could be something. Cause it was like grayish black, not solid.
Well, I
black.
mean, if they rebuilt the shield, they could have just made a new one that looks like it or whatever. But...
Yeah, exactly. So
made one stronger that could deflect an attack.
Magic.
Right? I mean,
not that an alternate reality story wouldn't be good. Like, I think that would also be like a really valid way to go about doing it. Like, maybe all these things. Maybe we do get pulled into an alternate reality somehow, but that's sort of that also sort of feels like something that they would put in a whole new expansion. Maybe?
No, because it's been in the story, not just through side quests where, Shantoto said like, "Oh, I come from this other world," or Lightning herself says like, "I come from another place and I suddenly find myself in here." But the Asians themselves, some of them can't interact with the beings in Eorzea because they're from another collective universe or void or whatever you want to call it.
That's a good point. That's actually a really good point.
So maybe somewhere out there is another reality, and maybe we see Amric die.
I don't want to see Amric die.
I don't want to see Amric die. But maybe it's only in another reality, and so we still have our handsome looking Elizin here, and he better fucking not
I still
dead.
ain't my boyfriend. You leave him alone.
No, he's my boyfriend.
Oh, fuck you, he's mine.
Wow.
No, you're married. Excuse me, you're married.
That means I need mistresses on the misters. What's the fucking word? I don't know.
Misters, you need misters.
Misters?
I need misters on the side. That's what I mean.
Misters are sugar daddies.
I thought there's
yeah.
Side chick.
Isn't there's supposed to be a name for
Side
guys?
Piece.
What?
But for guys, I don't know. It could just still be a side piece.
Yeah, just a side piece.
That's
that girl over there, she my side piece.
Is that what you guys call it?
I call them chicken heads.
Well, because there's the main chick and the side chick.
So they're just side chicks?
Because the main one is the side one's is the one you're not supposed to care about.
The one you only call after midnight.
So if Amric is Ciri's side piece, then he doesn't really care about Amric, and so I can take Amric.
Oh, she got you.
Unless you're Amaric's side chick.
Oh, that's what it
Ciri's
is.
The main chick.
Oh,
it's all perspective.
Layers upon layers.
It's all perspective.
I'm telling your wife.
That's less for her to do. She's okay.
Is there anything else from the live letter from producer?
Yes. Did you forget about the fucking hoodies?
I did not. Did you put your hoodie down? But you put your pre-order down?
No, I didn't know they were already up on the fucking store, and I found out about a day after, and they were already sold out.
No, do not order from the store. Order from AmiAmi.com.
Wait, what?
Because
$30.
You get 30% off ordering it from AmiAmi.com.
Furiously typing.
So
you can get two of them for like $20 more than one of them from the official site.
Yeah. So the list price is listed at 4,968 yen, which is, I believe, what?
50 something bucks.
50 something bucks. Yeah. But then their price is at 3,460 yen, and that's like $29. That seems like an easy choice. They are limited 3 quantities per household, so if you're looking to get one, you are only limited to getting 3 of each. So there's
basically
2
you need to link me to this so I can do it later.
Yes, I will be linking this. There is a fat chocobo one, which looks fucking awesome. In fact, I think the thing I like the most is that it has the fucking tail in the back. And
it has a tail? I didn't know.
It has a tail. and it has little feet on the back. So like if you're looking at it, it looks like there is a dead animal on your back. I'm amused.
That sounds so good.
We're using the dead animals. That's what I always say.
There is also a Moogle one. It's the Mowgli one. So it actually has a palm on its head that is there. And it has like these cute little white feet on it, and just so adorable. And it has wings in the back too, which I think is really adorable.
I
Wings
can't
in the
wait to
back.
squeeze my fat ass into this. It's gonna
Wings
be great.
in the back, business in the front.
Shut up. Just go away. Just go away.
There are a couple other things that people might be interested to know. Are we done with the hoodie stuff?
Yes, I'm trying to
I
link
think we're
people
done.
so that they can get their orders in. I need to order one for my sister because she saw it. I'm like, oh, I want that too. I'm like, okay. Get it.
Okay, so loot restrictions in Alexander Normal will be lifted.
Oh, thank goodness.
So that means, load on whatever you want, get what you want, have fun, blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to be changing ninja mudras for those of you who like ninja.
Holla fucking luya.
They're going to adjust that to compensate for players with connection issues. What are you going to say?
Well, because the mudra lag is fucking real, man. It's a pain in the fucking ass.
Yeah, they did say that for some players, it's not going to improve drastically if your ping is really, really high.
Yeah, if you're playing on dial-up.
So, yeah, but it should have some effect on people who are having the problems with that.
But
And
are there people who do play on dial-up?
I doubt it. I don't think so.
I hope not.
I'd
hug them.
They still use the AOL 40-hour free trial.
Oh.
Welcome.
You got mail. Goodbye.
And also, players will be able to disable the dark side graphical effect.
Thank fucking Jesus
That
Christ.
is a little bit of a lie. Because apparently what it's doing is you have to disable a lot of graphics in order to disable the dark side graphic. So there's a setting within the settings menu right now which allows you to disable like other player spell effects and whatnot.
Uh-huh.
It's going to be a variation of that which is going to turn off a little more than just the dark side effect. It might disable other people's as well.
Grease lightning.
So it's going to be a little more impactful than just dark side. But if you're a Dark Knight that's been playing forever, it's probably going to be saving to your eyes.
I'm so happy.
I don't Dark Knight, so I guess I don't really see the issue.
I don't.
It's
know.
hideous.
Wop, wop, wop.
It's ugly.
Really? Is it really that ugly?
It's really bad.
I know when I saw it a few times, it was annoying. It was just
remember
this
when
big red crackle thing that just didn't need to be there.
And if you think about it, especially when 3.0 first came out, how many people were Dark Knights, and
True.
so you saw that shit everywhere.
It was all over the place. But yeah, that's a thing. And I think that would be the only thing that I would mention from the live letter.
They also did mention the art of Ishgard.
Really?
Which is, that art book for Ishgard's hang on, it is Stone and Steel. One of those JPN only releases, which you can get on Amazon, JP, and the Square Enix Japanese site. And the minion that comes with that is a Realm from Final Fantasy VI minion.
I need to order it. That'd be awesome.
So you minion collectors, get on that.
Mm-hmm. Is that it?
I believe so.
No, they mentioned materia changes for melding.
That doesn't come in 3.1 though.
Yeah,
is that not 3.1?
Comes in 3.2.
Oh, okay.
Well, I guess we should mention it. Go ahead, Joe. Read it up.
Basically, you can meld raid gear and the ardent. What is it called when you upgrade it? Whatever the accessories, the upgraded 210 SO accessories, you can meld them, but you cannot meld main stats on crafted gear anymore. Oh no, you can't
Not-
forbidden meld.
Yeah,
stats
the
anymore.
overmelding basically is what you can't do. So you can put any material you want into the basic slots that are provided, but when you overmeld something, you can only do secondary stats, no main stats.
So it's gonna make like crafting gear pretty strong.
Yes. Because, obviously we all remember that, we talked about this before. Goldsmiths were running away with the fact that tanks needed, Vit accessories, overmelded with strength, or strength accessories overmelded with Vit. That's not going to happen anymore. You can't do that. You're only going to get Vit up to the amount of slots per jewelry piece or
Which
per
is what,
item
2?
piece. 2.
And so
Which
the
is
other
still a
3 have to
bonus.
be secondary stats.
Correct, like skill speed, crit,
Parry, if you want that.
dishwashers. I don't know the rest.
But it's cool that you can now meld like raid gear. So it actually makes it worth it to get the raid gear, because remember, a lot of people were just doing the craft gear all the way to the final turns, and now it makes it worth it to go get that gear because you can make them stronger.
Also, because you're not relegated to only doing main stats, you can actually put like secondary, like you said, parry and whatnot, which will allow you, if you end up with multiple pieces of the same gear, to have different loadouts for different fights.
Yeah,
So-
and maybe this is a way for paladins to do a little bit better because they can up their shields. Wait, they can't do? There's no block rate, huh?
Not that I remember,
that
no.
needs to be something that they can do.
No,
Add
it's
block
just
rate.
what crit, spell speed, skill speed,
Parry
gathering,
and
parry.
determination crit.
Yeah, piety.
Oh, I can put piety on all my gear
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put piety on everything, and I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna, what is it, convalescence all day?
and spam flash.
Yeah, spam flash.
I think that's all I can remember. That really popped out to me from the live letter.
Well, they also confirmed the new mounts. There's going to be the Pegasus mount. They confirmed that a lot of the older mounts are going to be flying. We've discussed this kind of briefly. So the bomb swing and Kieran confirmed to fly. They said the ponies all should be able to fly, but I'm not sure whether they're implementing that in waves or not. There's the Wyvern mount that kind of looks like every Wyvern in the game. What's that, like Null and shit?
Oh, okay. And then they showed
there's-
Magitech mounts flying.
Yeah, that part's fucking cool. They get little wings and shit and little rocket boosts and.
I wonder if you're still allowed to shoot with the black Magitech armor
Yeah, that'd be
in the
really rad.
air.
And then there was the Twintania minion, which is all bobbleheady.
And the primal minions.
Oh god, people are so salty over the primal minions
Why are they salty about it?
because they look better than every Eggy in the game.
Oh, you're right. Holy shit.
Summoners, like on Reddit and whatnot, and the day that was announced, Twitter was kind of up on arms about it too. The primal Eggies we have are kind of representations of the primals, but these minions are going to be straight up primals.
They should have just used those models.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's that whole theoretical glamour system coming in at some point, so I think the people who played Summoners and Scholars are a little frustrated.
And one thing they didn't announce, add-ons.
No add-ons announced just yet. Supposedly they're, quote, still in the works somewhere.
They didn't even bring it up, I don't think. Maybe people gave up on asking for it.
Maybe.
Because everybody's
Oh.
content with the the things they use.
The Rainbow Mage stuff?
Something about that.
Something like that. For people who want the weird-looking hats, you got the Gallicat hat. Which is the weirdest-looking hat in this entire damn game.
And the coral hat.
Yep. And then it looks like at some point we're going to be getting Minfilia's Glamour. Because everyone wants to look useless.
I have a feeling that's going to be one of those
Veteran
subscription.
words?
Yeah, veteran wards.
And then I will also destroy that like I destroyed the fucking Cloud Gear.
Wait, you want the Minfilia outfit?
No, because she's useless! We've discussed this. Useless.
All the Dragoons will wear it. Oh.
Vanguard is more useless.
Danker's useless. Completely and utterly.
Worse.
Hey, he
I
was
love
cool.
him.
He was cool in
Good-looking dude.
1.0.
Nope. It's never cool.
I think he was suave. He likes the ladies. And the ladies love him.
He's only good for fertilizer. But you don't
Do you
have to take my word for it. Dun, dun, dun.
I was waiting for you to play the sound effect.
Do you think he's
had
gonna
it.
show
Sound
up?
effect
Who do you
too.
think's gonna show up in this storyline? Which one of the Scions do you think is gonna pop up?
I don't think we get one yet. I really don't. I personally think that they're going to space it out a little bit more, and they'll give us this kind of one break, and then we see more more Scions in 3.2.
I can
hope
see
so.
that.
Because it would be nice to see it spread out and then not having it to be all woo.
Yeah, otherwise every patch year's like, okay, who's gonna show up now?
Mm-hmm.
Wait,
Just
who do you
give me a
think is
little bit of buffer.
permanently dead?
Too bad it's not Tataru. Just saying, the bitch is evil.
Best
That
waifu.
smile. That smile at the end.
Best
I'll never
waifu
forget.
2015.
Nope.
I think in terms of setup, the one who looks to be truly dead is Thancred.
Really?
He seems to be the one that actually would be, because if that wholly caused him to cave in, and Stola used forbidden magic to move herself out, she didn't theoretically move
Oh,
out
yeah,
Thancred.
'cause she
No, but
actually
she
died.
moved herself and him, but she sacrificed herself in order to really save him.
Did she say that? I don't recall that.
That was in the story, yeah.
I don't remember that shit.
I don't remember that either.
'Cause I
Yeah,
remember
she-
the only comment was that she used forbidden magic to save herself. I don't recall her saying she saved Thancred. I must
Well-
look and find that out.
Yeah, I mean,
Equivalent exchange. You know, she sacrificed the trade-off, alchemy. You know.
I'll be AFK so that I can go and look up the cutscene since I'm in the game.
Okay, well then I guess I'll go up and go do emails then, while you look that up. Sound fair?
Yeah, that's fair.
Cool. So we have an email from Maneki Nekomimi on Excalibur, and it says, "Hey guys, love the show. I noticed that the topic of controllers comes up quite a bit, like standard controller versus keyboard and mouse. What are your thoughts on game boards on the market, like the Logitech G13 and the Razer Orb Weaver? I think these controllers could be a happy medium. I use a Logitech G13 game board and a Logitech G600 mouse. There was a bit of a learning curve, and my hotbars are a bit unorthodox compared to the norm, but I have easy access to everything without needing to reach for number keys. As an added bonus, I can also click the target. Keep up the great work, guys. I look forward to listening every time."
I have a game paddy thingy. It's a Nostromo, but I actually never used it for 14 because it seemed like a fucking pain to set up.
Well, the Orb Weaver is basically Razer purchased that product from Nostromo and actually recreated it a little bit with a little bit better of a. Do you remember what the D-pad was?
Yeah.
On the Nostromo, that's now kind of like an analog-esque stick.
Well, yeah, no, I mean, because I got that version where it was they added the analog stick part where you can always remove it. The more noticeable change was that they added an extra row
Correct.
of keys to that
So
one.
I used the Nostromo way back during, I want to say, Burning Crusade and WoW, and it was a pretty kick-ass thing, but it was a little large for my hands. I have delicate, dainty hands, thank you. So for me, it didn't really work out. I much prefer my Naga and just general keyboard. I'd like to try the new Orb Weaver. The G600 is the mouse that's kind of Naga-esque with the shift button right around the ring finger, correct?
I think so.
Yeah, if that's the case, I've used that before. It's a fucking fantastic mouse, and they are very much right about that learning curve.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now. It does. It has the. So imagine a normal mouse, but to the right of the body, there's an extra button. So you have 12 buttons at your thumb, just like my Naga. The difference being that at where your ring finger would be, if your index finger's on the left click and your middle finger's on the right click, where your ring finger rests on the body, there's actually a modification button there. So you hold that, and that would act like your Control Alt or Shift. So it kind of removes the need for that on my left hand, which I liked, but something about the build quality for the 600 I wasn't super into. But it's basically a variation of what I use now, so I totally understand why your hotbars are unorthodox, because mine are the exact same way.
Do you find it easy to play with?
I'm very easy to play with.
No, I mean that kind of setup versus just having a regular keyboard.
So
and
here's the
mouse.
deal: the beginning, like they said, that learning curve is a fucking nightmare. You're constantly looking at your thumb, you're constantly looking at the buttons, and Razer and Logitech were both smart enough to give you training bumpers. So there's a little sticky rubber pad that you put on specific buttons, and certain rows of the buttons have a small indentation on them, so you can feel where you are. Once you get used to it, though, like right now, my thumb is sitting with the tip of my thumb on 2, the knuckle of my thumb sits on 11. So the way I play, if I cast Physic, my thumb shifts just very slightly to the left. I press 1. If I press Add Low, it shifts very right to the right and hits 3. If I need to do like Swift Cast, my knuckle hits 11 or 10 on that bottom row, and just from there, you kind of get an idea of where you are. And bending my thumb at my first knuckle puts me right on 7, 8, 9. And my main knuckle, it always rests on 10, 11, 12. So it's very easy to bend for the first 3 rows. My knuckle can hit the bottom row. And you acclimate and you figure out how you want to play from there. Utilizing a keyboard on top of that, you get the shift functionality. The G600 comes with a button on the mouse, so your ring finger handles that. So basically, everything that I do in this game, except for 3 key presses, is done with my mouse, and the WASD on my keyboard is strictly for movement.
That seems really cool, but it seems like it would cause me a lot of wrist pain at the same time.
It depends. I mean, my wrist doesn't move very much, so I have the sensitivity on my mouse pretty high.
Well, I mean, I guess the button presses, because even me just doing like League of Legends on my ergonomic mouse, it caused me a great deal amount of wrist pain, and I remember having to not I had to stay off the computer for like a week or 2 from just doing that.
Yeah, I can see that. That's kind of frustrating. But yeah, for people who are looking for that kind of median between super awesome gaming mouse and keyboard, the Orb Weaver-esque thing actually seems to be okay. The analog stick can work as your WASD. Your fingers are already on like 3 rows of buttons, so you're pretty much set to play. The only thing that I can see is a little frustrating is the necessity to move your hand off of that to type into chat. If you don't type very often, like in terms of party or free company, then it's not a huge deal. If you're a very vocal person like I am, then it becomes frustrating very quickly.
Yeah, I can see that. I'm still looking. Oh, go ahead.
Since I play on controller, I found a way to. Somebody had a program that lets you use the guide button, the middle button, as an actual button. So I set that to my push to talk. So, but if I have to type, I have to put down my controller and then type on my keyboard. And
I have a question for you since you play on controller and you mentioned keyboard. Have you seen those little keypads that go on top of like PS4 and Xbox controllers?
Yes.
Have you used one before?
Yes.
What do you think of them?
I can see them being very convenient if you're fast at typing that way. And I used to be fast typing that way when phones didn't have touch screens. And you just had the tactile keyboard slide out. But now it's just like, it would seem like out of the way because I do play fairly relaxed in my chair. And so it'd make added bulk to my controller that I don't like. But
fair. Definitely
useful. Like if I were to play on PS4, I would 100% get one.
I've actually been considering picking one up for the living room, so I was curious if anyone used them.
And since my brother plays on PS4, when he ever has to type, like, you just see him stop moving and not do anything, and then like a sentence will pop up in the chat. And he uses the touchpad, and he does it
Oh no!
Yeah, and he does it like swipe, like if it was on your phone.
Okay, that man's a hero. He is my hero.
That's probably why when he logs in, he's very quiet. When he doesn't really reply to anybody because he's like, it's just such a pain to like try to communicate with people.
Okay. We also threw out a question in our Twitter account, and we asked, did you catch the live letter? What was your favorite part? And let us know. And we got a couple of responses. We have Ojo Sema, OJ of the Fae, and they said hairstyle, relic, arc, and the Pegasus mount. So they like everything about the live letter, which is awesome for them. Which we didn't talk about the hairstyles very much, did we?
No.
I think Cal didn't want to admit the fact that we're actually getting the fro finally.
It looks.
And the fro
dumb.
has motion physics. Fro has motion physics. So I'm planning a group shot of our FC static, and I'm super excited about this. I want everyone to Fantasia into a Lalafell. A group shot is 8 people, because that's theoretically the size of a full party. So we Roy G. Biv that, and we do Colors of the Rainbow, and in the center, crying is Kala. It'd be beautiful.
It's not beautiful.
I think it's a beautiful and loving screenshot, and it represents our FC.
Okay, back to the live letter. They talked about the screenshot thing where you could they have like this weird thing where it's like a live screensaver where you can go different angles. It's really weird. I didn't really get what they were talking about, but also a way to like control the camera when you remove the UI so you can take better screenshots.
So I didn't talk about it personally because I don't quite understand it. Like you
Me
said,
neither.
They were
I don't
super
really
vague about
understand it.
So the way they made it sound is that it's going to be screensaver-esque, where if you were to idle on your computer, then your screen, rather than just staring at what you have now, will change angle and look at things around you and zoom in and out. But apparently one of the functions of that camera is to allow you to take better screenshots. And allow
That's
you
so
to take
cool.
I did see they did do like a sync. So you know how if 3 people do like Manderville dance at the same time, it's not quite in sync unless you leave the zone and then come back in to reload them?
Yeah.
One of the functions of this camera will reload your visuals, so those people who are dancing on screen are going to automatically be in sync.
Yeah, that's so fucking cool.
So people who make videos like Denmo or Denmo. Yay, Denmo! It's going to make it live a lot easier because, you know, the amount of time where you have to get people in line, sync, leave the zone and come back, it totally removes that 1, 2, 3 minute part where you're walking out and coming back in. In terms of how that affects group shots, they mentioned it's going to make screenshots easier, but they didn't actually show or explain how, so I think it's something we have to figure out when we actually get it.
Something interesting to look forward to.
Yes.
Especially if you're an avid screenshot taker.
Oh, definitely. And this game's actually caused me to become quite the screenshot taker. Like the other day, I fell into a screenshot hole where I was taking pictures of my pretty new aura. Just look, she's gorgeous in the snow, in the rain, in the sun. Woo!
And under the golden showers.
You weren't there to provide those.
I don't have enough stored up to.
I'm sorry. We'll reschedule. Okay. Anyway, moving back to the Twitter questions. John Paris, Jebpad46, said, I have to go with the Beastman dailies because it gives me an achievable goal without the headaches that come with pugging.
I do enjoy the dailies, even though I haven't completed all of them. I was like the only one in the group who had fun doing the Sylvan ones.
Nope.
You guys are like, it's like hell, and it didn't really feel that way to me. It was okay. So
I hate to say it because Ramu is my favorite primal, but I hate the Sylvanlands so much.
Yeah,
it was just so far.
It's far, it's huge, it's filled with heavy mobs. Just,
Fine.
I didn't really do them because I, to be honest, I haven't done very many of any of the Beast Tribes because when those were all big, I was playing catch up with you guys. So I've been trying to go back and do them here and there, but the stills are kind of really low on my priority list.
Yeah, I liked going back as a 60 and not getting aggroed by anything in that area. Or by a lot of things didn't aggro me. It was nice.
Yeah. So then Brock F. and Samson 1, sent us the comment, I want to kill me a Brachiosaurus, and the Pegasus better have this as its music. And it is a Clash of the Titans theme. I'm super happy about that. I want that as my Pegasus theme. I want to crack this game and have Clash of Titans music play through all this damn game.
There is a way.
I know there is. I haven't done it yet.
I've messed with it, and it's really, really, really cool. The only problem with it is if there's like a patch or an update,
It breaks it.
You have to redo them all again.
Oh, that's intense.
Yeah. And sometimes like it wouldn't save accurately, so you would get like the wrong songs, or like if the files names changed by like or whatever, I don't know, like programming things, but if like they changed like some of the data within the files, it would reset, or like then you'd have to go out, exit the game, go to the zone, find a battle, or switch to that mount, etc. I did use the Final Fantasy 13, the metal Chocobo song. I used that, but then I got sick of it really fast.
Yeah, that song is a bit heavy on the ears.
It's a bit much.
But I did change one of the mounts to the World of Balance and one of the mounts to the World of Ruin songs. So that was cool because they already had the Terra song in. So I was like, all right, I did that, and I used a lot of the old battle themes for the different zones, which was cool.
Yeah, I mean that sounds like it'd be fun. But yeah, I mean I'm curious. So, did you think that the Pegasus is going to have special music? It should, right? Or is it going to have the generic Twintania-esque music?
No, just generic music. I don't think they're gonna make new music specifically for that.
Fair. I think it'd be nice to have something special for it.
Well, based off of, when I did do the music swapping thing, they had like category. It was like Chocobo, and then it had like special like normal mount, and then they had like special monster, and then they had the Terra one. So like they had the different categories, so I guess it'd be depending on which one it's categorized as. And then on top of that, they had the primals, which were just the primal songs. The horses with the primal songs.
I think that I would like them to play Yakety Yak, Don't Talk Back, or some appropriate Benny Hill music. Just like that.
Just like that.
Okay, so the last thing we have on our list is something very sad and something that I'm not going to sit here and read everything about because it is a very long and deep and personal post that I want people to actually go, because there's a video associated with it and you really should experience this. And basically, I think it was the Fairy server. Yes, Fairy server. A player named Mayo Koneko unfortunately passed away, and the FC, was obviously hurt by it. And it kind of really ties into what we were talking about, how the people that you meet in this game are actually people, and they become more than just, passing people in your lives, and not more than just avatars on their side. They become someone that you genuinely care about, people that, you want to, wish the best for, etc. And when that's taken from you, it's very, very sad. They wrote this long post about who Mayo was in real life, even though they had never met, and just what a beautiful person they were and how loving and caring they are. And we'll link this in the podcast notes, and I think everyone should actually go and read it because it's very beautiful, one, and very sad. But it's also a really good reminder of all those times where you kind of rage out on people on the other side because they're fucking up, but you forget the fact that they're a person. And it's one of those things where you kind of take a step back and go, everybody that you meet in this game is an actual human being that with life, dreams, hope, aspiration, and people care about them, and maybe we should rethink how we actually go forward as we play. Did you guys get a chance to read and watch?
No, too many feels. Too many feels.
I didn't actually watch the video, but I did read through it, and it's a shame that person passed away. I also think it's great that her friends and Free Company and the people that knew her got together to remember her like this, and we'll definitely link it in the show episode so people can get a look at it too.
You know, we like talk about how the community and stuff can be like shit, but then you get stuff like this, you know, and it makes you wonder like what other gaming communities do things like this for somebody.
Yeah, it's why I say the game community isn't shit. I
Like
think that,
go on.
no, I personally feel that we have a very good community, and it's more tight knit than we actually give it credit for. And I think that we just lose sight of it because everybody becomes self-centered at some point with their lives and whatnot. And it's only times like this where you actually take that moment to step back and reflect.
I mean, it's like I've seen multiple instances of free companies banding together to like get a member like a PS4 because their computer crashed or something. And
yeah, I actually
like,
saw something on Reddit.
Yeah.
So a Fiat FC bought it for their wedding.
yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, that's another one I've seen. And like, it's stuff like that where it's like, dang, you know, these people legitimately care for you as a person. And a lot of, you know, other gaming communities don't recognize that kind of connection with people because it's all this whole, you know, virtual world sort of thing. And I think it's really cool that that this community does that.
I agree.
So I guess with that said, we're going to go ahead and close this up. Kala unfortunately had to step away and take care of something. So, Joe, do you have any closing comments?
Not really. Follow us on Twitter and follow us on Twitch. We're still gonna try to stream more frequently, but you know, this whole week's been rough for everybody timing wise.
Yeah, work's been pretty bad. Oro, do you have anything you want to say?
Yeah, our Twitter account is actually at SBXIV, and Cal and I will be married on top of a mountain. I will bring all of the food and all of the entremets. And
Am I invited?
Of course you're invited. You're invited. Siri's invited. Obama's invited. Be sure to bring
The world's
lots of
invited.
gifts. The whole world.
Do you want actual gifts or do you just want money?
I want money wrapped up as a gift.
Okay, that sounds good. I can do that. I'll put it in a big box.
Sounds great to me.
Okay, I'm Siri, CIRRISIAN on Twitter. You can email us if you're so inclined at podcast@sequencebreak.com. New email address, be sure to pay attention to that. Are our podcasts still up on zontensuken.net?
For now, yep.
Okay.
If you do happen to go to sequencebreak.com, it will direct you to zontensuken.net. But we will get that changed as soon as we can.
Okay. Also, we have our Patreon up. That's patreon.com/SBXIV. If you feel inclined to throw $1 at us, we'd really appreciate it. It's super awesome, and we want to thank everybody who's actually done so up to this point. Oro, do you want to say goodbye on behalf of Kala?
Yes, Kala says bye.
Kala says bye. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and close this up. So, yeah, goodbye, everybody.
Wait a minute. You meant that I need to, like...
You need to be
Yeah.
Kala. Be Kala.
No, you want me to tell her to follow her at Kala on Twitter, right?
Well, be Kala and just yell at us.
No, I don't know how to do that, because she's the one that yells at me all the time.
But you should do this tonight.
Yeah.
Then you can start a fight.
No, I don't have it in
You know
me.
that this isn't right. Hey, baby, come on.
Wow. Wow.
That's right. In sync. Bye, 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 bitches.
Goodbye, everybody. Bye-bye.
I'm so sad she's not here for this. I was saving that the entire damn episode.
Well, she'll hear it.
Yeah, I'm
And
sure
then
she'll
hate
hear
us.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then she'll kill me.
Well, you were prepared to die when you did it.
Yep. Yes, I was. All right. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.